The wrong turn. It was late, too late to still be on the road, but I had no choice. The weekend trip had run long, and the last thing I wanted was to spend another night at a cheap motel. The drive home was supposed to be 3 hours. Now, with the detour and my GPS acting up, it felt endless. The back roads were rough, cracked asphalt, no lights, no signs of life, just trees. Tall, looming trees that seemed to close in the further I went. I turned down the radio. The quiet felt oppressive, like the night itself was pressing against the windows. "Turn left," the GPS announced. I slowed down, frowning. Left? There was nothing but a narrow dirt path. My gut told me to ignore it, but exhaustion and the thought of being lost kept me from trusting myself. I took the turn. The car jostled over the uneven ground. The trees crowded the path, branches scraping against the car like fingers. I told myself it was fine, just a shortcut. It had to be. But it wasn't. After what felt like forever, the path opened into a small clearing. My headlights illuminated an old house, or what was left of one. The roof sagged, the windows were shattered, and vines crawled up the walls. It looked abandoned, forgotten. I put the car in reverse, ready to back out, but the GPS spoke again. "You've arrived." I stared at the screen. The voice had changed. No longer the cheerful, robotic tone I was used to. This one was flat, cold. I laughed, a shaky, desperate sound. "Great, thanks for nothing," I muttered, trying to shake off the unease. I hit the gas. The car didn't move. The tires spun uselessly in the mud. Panic tightened my chest. I tried again, harder. Nothing. Then from the corner of my eye, I saw movement. Shadows, moving between the trees, slow, deliberate. Come on," I whispered, gripping the wheel until my knuckles turned white. The shadows grew closer, but they weren't right. Too tall, too thin. Their movements were jerky, like they were being pulled by invisible strings. I locked the doors, my breathing shallow. My mind raced. Maybe it was my eyes playing tricks on me. Maybe I was just tired, but deep down I knew this was real. I grabbed my phone, no signal. The battery icon blinked red. The shadows stopped just at the edge of the clearing, watching, waiting. A low hum filled the air, vibrating through my bones. The fog thickened, creeping toward the car. My heart pounded so loudly I thought it might burst. And then, silence. Just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. The fog lifted. The shadows were gone. I didn't wait to question it. The car lurched forward, tires finally catching traction. I sped down the path, not caring where it led as long as it was away from that place. When I hit the main road, my GPS flickered back on. The familiar voice returned. Recalculating. I drove the rest of the way home in silence, hands trembling on the wheel. I told myself it was over, just a bad night. But sometimes when I'm driving late at night, I still hear it. You've arrived.
That's it for today, guys. You can submit your horror experiences and stories through the comment section. Please like this video, and also make sure to subscribe the channel. It'll motivate me. See you guys in another one. Peace out.